And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. It is Thursday morning, 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone, and that does mean it is time for our Wednesday morning prayers. Dear brother Reverend Z was scheduled this morning, and he got called into an emergency meeting, and so I jumped in here this morning, and my mind is just waking up. Just get moving, just really get moving. Thursday's supposed to be my morning off, so I normally don't do too much in this hour. Thanks for being with us, folks. Thanks for being here. Wayne, good to see you, sir. I know what's the next level is. The next level is nirvana, enlightenment, and that's where we're headed. And for those that are watching and not chatting, hey, welcome to you as well. I can only see your name if you make a comment. If you're not commenting, and that's cool. I don't see your name, but I want you to know that I appreciate you being with us here on the New Thought Media Network, the most positively inspiring media network that I know of, and definitely the only media network focused around New Thought and the New Thought principles and the New Thought philosophies. So I am so grateful you are here. Now we have, now I got everybody else commenting too. Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you. Little nudge and everybody starts saying good morning. Good morning, Marianne. Good to see you as well. Thank you for being here. Grateful you are both here. And our Facebook's got a weird thing. If you're in one of our groups, so if you're watching in Science of Mind or Science of Mind, A Deeper Conversation, or NT Media Supporters, it doesn't show me your name unless you go over to YouTube, and there should be a link in the description that says, hey, register with YouTube and yada, 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 yada. Then it tells me who you are. Welcome, though. Welcome. Glad you're here. All right. So prayer, when we start talking about prayer, I want you to know this is, if you're new here, this is absolutely different than maybe what you are expecting or anticipating, because we're not about begging and beseeching some far off Santa Claus God in the sky sitting on a cloud. We are talking about an affirmation of the truth as we know it through a logical and scientific method of affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment. And oftentimes what happened is there's kind of a revelation of truth that maybe we didn't anticipate or maybe we weren't specific about, but it shows up anyway. And those that know the prayer team, we each have our own little bit of different style, and we each get to it a different way. And one of the things I like to do is I like to come to this with very little expectation as to what it is that we're praying about or any prayer requests. Now, if you do have a prayer request, we would love for you to send it into the team, prayer@ntmedia.org, and let us know what your request is, or drop it in the comment box. We're happy to pray for your requests here live on the program. And otherwise, we pray generally for the highest and the best, for a deeper realization for everyone. Because ultimately, all I'm doing here is changing my own mind. All I'm doing here is creating the atmosphere where my mind can believe something different. And if your mind can believe something different as well, then you get the benefit of that by listening in, by being a part of it, by joining in. And I trust there is an affirmation in here somewhere for you that says, ooh, I like that too. I want some of that too. I'm ready for that also. Good morning, Ursula. Good to see you, dear one. Welcome. So glad you're here and grateful you were with us this morning. All right. Let's dig in. Let's not dig in. Let's slip in. The gentle allowing ourselves to let go of the morning, of what it took to be in this moment, in this space, in this experience. Letting go of all that so we may come to recognize the one. So we may come to experience the one power, presence, and intelligence that is operating as all of life. The everything and the no thing. The Alpha and the Omega. The all of all. We come to recognize Source. We come to tap into that infinite wellspring of wisdom and insight and knowledge and reveal the grand vision, the grand experience that is our lives, that is the life of God on planet Earth. For what I know is, I know this one God is taking form as my life, as your life, as all life, perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And so I know you are here to fulfill a great and glorious mission. We each are here on this planet to fulfill a mighty, mighty mission to serve the evolution of human consciousness, to be a vessel of God's co-creative power, to be an avenue through which that oneness reveals itself into creative form, into form of any sort. So I know that we are forever in an experience of embracing what is, releasing what is, allowing what is to crumble back into the nothingness from whence it came, and allowing a new what is to emerge. Day by day, moment by moment, constantly in this growing and expanding experience of being and becoming, of living and laughing and loving and learning. Yes, and sometimes crying. And that's all still God. So I am feeling that sense of, a deep sense of contentment. Content in this day, knowing the divine reveals itself, knowing I have the opportunity to experience that, to engage with that, knowing that everything necessary for the fulfillment of my mission comes into my life exactly as necessary. And as I know that's true of my life, then I know it must be true of all life, so it must be true of your life. That everything necessary for you to complete and fulfill the mission you are here on, you are here about, that everything necessary for that shows up in your life exactly as necessary. And that means that anything that is not necessary does not show up. We may desire something, and if it doesn't show up, it's just not necessary. We may be in a place of calling in something, trying to physically and consciously attract something, and if it's just not necessary, if it doesn't serve, then there is no point. What I know is, I know that we're not here creating things just to create. We're creating things here to serve. We're creating an experience. We're creating opportunity. We're creating a new way of being, a new way of seeing the world, a new way of showing up in the world, so we may be part of the evolution of human consciousness, not the devaluing of human consciousness. There is good all around. Everywhere my eyes land, I see the good of God. I see the grace of God. I see the face of God. Everywhere my eyes land, I recognize God operating as the people and the experiences all around. Everyone doing what they believe be best. And as we believe differently, we do differently. As we perceive differently, we experience differently. So I claim for each here this day, each one that hears these words, an experience of saying yes to the deep inner calling, an experience of being the love of God in the world, an experience of being the grace and the compassion of God in the world. In whatever your day holds, in whatever you are called to do and be this day, do and be that. Be God. Be the divine. Be the most magnificent you that you can be. For you are here to be magnificent. To be magnificent. So I am in this moment filled with a sense of gratitude for the truth that is revealing itself here, for the opportunity to know this word, for the deep, deep calling and the deep sense of compassion and just letting it all be. And so I release this word, I let go, I let it be. And so it is. And so it is, dear ones, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being a part of the New Thought Media Network, being here with us today, being a part of all that's happening. And I tell you, wow, does. We do get things going on around here. So please do click the donate button and drop some money in the kitty, if you will. Put some money in the basket. Drop a $5 or $50 or $500, whatever works for you. But let us know that you also want to support this ministry and our growth and our expansion, our ability to take this message to a wider and wider audience day by day, simply by putting a few dollars in the kitty for us. And keep coming back later today. Now, every morning at 8:30, we've got Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, right? So come right back again in a few minutes. Rev Melissa will start her Morning Sip, Spirit in Practice, always a great program. I seem to have lost that flyer. I'll have to go find that again. But we also have Jersey Girl Wisdom here on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Reverend Michelle Wadley, also known as the Rev Jersey Girl, join us for that at 10. And then at 1 p.m., The Joy is in the Journey. There it is. The Joy is in the Journey with practitioner Gina. She'll be sharing a wonderful experience with us as well. Always love what Gina's up to. And Gina's in ministerial school, so I sometimes forget and call her Rev Gina because she's working on it. And she's going to get it. And we're going to support her in that moment by moment by moment, day by day by day. All right, folks, I am out of here for now. Thank you very much. Join us again here in just a couple minutes for yep, my brain just ain't quite working this morning. For Rev Melissa's or for Jersey Girl, 10 a.m. Rev Jersey Girl. There we go. I'm going to get it right one of these times. And Rev Melissa's Morning Sip starting right about now. I'm out of here, folks. I love you. We'll see you all again real soon. Until then, peace and blessings. Bye now.